Okay guys, this is Micromages, and in this video we're going to play through this and the other games that were announced on the Morphcat Games Collection 1, announced by Evercade. We're going to play through all of them next. Okay guys, this is Micromages, which you can play this either one player game, or you can play it as a 4-player game, or 2-player, 3-player. It's really your choice. It doesn't really make a difference. I think this would be quite fun to play as a 4-player game, for example, on the VS. You can see here you've got the choice of 4 players. I guess there's a password if you get into the further levels, but with Evercade that's kind of pointless when you've got your save states. But yeah, we'll just go with 1 player just now, just to prove the point that you can play a 1-player game. If anyone's played those games like Celeste, you'll get an idea of the game style. It's not like Celeste as such, but it does play like Celeste, the way you sort of double jump against the walls and sort of thing. So as soon as you get started, you can see you've got a little tiny mage, and the screen is consistently rising, so you need to get to the exit up the top of the screen, just continually double jumping against the walls, take out the enemies. You've got a sort of fire button here, it's some kind of wizard laser, whatever you want to call it, some wizard magic. And you need to sort of double jump against the walls, make your progress up before you get, before you die basically, or if you accidentally drop down you will die as well. And it's really good fun. It's massively addictive. I really like this game. It's brilliant. I can only imagine this is probably quite good fun playing maybe with another person or another couple of people. If you've got some friends, you can play maybe on the VS. I think that would probably be quite good fun. But you don't have to play. It's not necessarily needed to be played as a 2-player game or a 4-player game. You can just play yourself and make some progress. That is a checkpoint, that flag there. So you slowly make your way up. And I think one of the concerns I have with the game is the fact that the graphics are quite tiny, and how that would be on a handheld screen would be a little bit concerning to me. But it's such a great game. It's very addictive. I really like it. I think this is a brilliant thing for Evercade that we're getting this on the handheld and VS at the end of May. So you can see here we're on to the next level. It's got some kind of trampolines that you can sort of get a little bit higher and sort of bounce up, but it does get tricky. You need to really strategize a little bit. Yeah, don't touch the skeletons and you die. Okay, one of the things I guess that I've already touched on is the graphics. You can see the bats there just seem to come out of nowhere. They're so small that you might miss them on the handheld. But it's such a great little game. It's very addictive. I suppose it has to have some sort of a difficult level. You can see that it's quite annoying, quite easy to die. The merest touches of anything like that, the bats, you will die instantly. You can see your sort of magic does go quite far, so you can probably stand from a fair distance to actually take out the enemies, which is quite cool. You see there's a fly bat at the top there. You need to be careful you don't get took out. Just like that. Overall, I think this is an absolute amazing little game, but it is very difficult. There's no doubt about it. It does get really tricky, and you don't have a lot of lives. I think ideally for me, I would like to have seen this game just with sort of infinite lives, but I guess then you'd probably finish it fairly quickly. But yeah, it's just a small picking point. The fact I think it's just too hard. You seem to die quite easy, but it's a top game. There's no doubt about it. It really is an excellent little game. I think this could be potentially one of the best multiplayer games we'll see on the Evercade yet. Okay guys, next game we're going to play is Space Girls. And this game, it's kind of hard to describe, but the first thing I thought of is that it's kind of like Flappy Bird in a way. Whereas you have control this gull, and obviously keep pressing the sort of jump button, you just keep basically flying in mid-air, and that's really the trick of the game. And that's really the only controls at the moment at the start of the game, where you can just keep pressing the button to fly. It's a bit like Flappy Bird, I suppose. That's the only thing I could think of that's kind of close. You can actually jump on the enemies' heads as well, and this might be one of my favourite games of the collection, to be honest. I found it really good fun to play, very addictive. I love that sort of style of sort of being able to sort of fly up through the levels. It sort of adds a different element to the sort of platforming genre, and I think it's pretty cool. Sort of different style sort of enemies as well, which is really nice. Sometimes you need to sort of clear the enemies to sort of basically clear the stage. Like this one, you need to sort of basically clear these two enemies before the exit opens, which is really cool. You need to avoid the spikes at the bottom there. But yeah, just to be careful. You've got a health bar at the top left hand corner, which is quite helpful. You can just avoid some of the enemies. So it's not a one hit sort of deal, which I hate generally, so that's quite good. I like a health bar, so it doesn't make it too frustrating. And then you've got your save point, which is quite cool, I guess, but Evercade, you're going to have save states. So it does remind me a little bit of Flea, for example, for maybe the design, the fact that it's that little bit different, where you need to keep pressing the button to sort of keep jumping up high-ho. Just as well it's not one hit killer, I'd have been dead 1,000 times by now. But yeah, it's very good. I mean, all the games on this collection are all NES titles. It's not really a bad thing. You can see that the graphics are actually quite cool on this one. You can see I absolutely love this game. I think it's very addictive. It's cool. It's a little bit different. I think it's going to work absolutely brilliant, especially on the handheld. I'm not sure about playing on the VS, for example, but on the handheld, this is going to be absolutely fantastic. So you can pick up some of those, I think it looked like an egg. It'll replenish your health. There's no point in lingering about here too much because the baddies keep on coming. Okay, we've got a split in the sort of path, not sure what way to go. But yeah, I absolutely love this game, it's brilliant. It might be, just might be, I'm not sure yet, but it might be my favourite game that's on the cart. I think this is absolutely brilliant. I love the game style, I love how it works. How the sort of the space gull actually controls. It's very, very good, very tight controls. It is quite tricky. I think potentially, I wonder if they did actually add in this health bar at some point, because it probably could have been a one hit kill game, which would have been incredibly frustrating. But adding that health bar definitely makes it a little bit more fun rather than frustrating to play. Because otherwise you would probably have died quite a lot, just like me. We need to clear these enemies in the screen before we can actually progress and open that part at the bottom. I'm just losing lots of health. Oh. Oh. I'm going to die, aren't I? I'm going to die. Oh, that's different. Oh, I died. Anyway guys, I think we'll move on. I think, as you see, this is a great little game. I absolutely love it. Love the style, love the gameplay. Real addictive, absolutely fantastic. Really enjoy that. Okay, next game we're going to play is Bubble, which is, I think it's German for bubble, or bubble. Confused, but yeah, Morphcat Games are a German company. Obviously a very small company. There's only actually 2 individuals in the company, which we'll talk about after the sort of we played some of these games. So obviously we've got, okay, as you can see, you're a sort of bubble, and you can press the button to sort of go down under the water, and then you can get past some of the obstacles. And obviously, as soon as you touch a sort of an object, you will restart and you will burst and have to start again. So pretty simple, great little concept. That's a checkpoint, and it does get quite tricky. You can get some pickups, which, oh, I've just died. Just to prove the point that what happens when you die and you touch a surface. So you basically try and traverse through the level, and you get extra pickups, like you can jump a little bit higher. Here's a pickup coming here. I actually really like this game as well. I'm kind of not sure what my favourite one is yet, but this is really, really good fun. If you like your sort of puzzle platformer style games, wow, then you're really going to love this. So you've got infinite lives, so to speak. It's probably just as well. I think this would be crazy frustrating if you didn't have obviously infinite lives to go back to the checkpoint, really. Not that a bubble's ever alive, you know, but you know. I don't know why I'm going this way. So I've already got the checkpoint, so you now have to be a little bit strategic in how far you sort of press under, and obviously it affects how high you jump, so it becomes a bit, you need to be careful. So the further you hold the button, the longer or deeper you go down. And you can't go down that far right enough. You can see there's a gap down there. I guess that might be something for future levels. Oops. This is kind of crazy addictive. Again, it's much like the addictiveness in Flea. Okay, you die a lot, which is kind of frustrating, but you know, you kind of blame yourself rather than actually the game. I love the style, it's absolutely brilliant. Quite simple, I guess, in nature, but it's absolutely brilliant. I love it. Graphics are really quite nice. Now we're starting to get a little bit trickier, aren't we? Maybe can I just press the button gently? Oh, this is tricky. Ferociously tricky. Now, if you don't like this style of game, this is probably going to frustrate the... You know, it's going to frustrate you. You need to be, I guess, need to be a bit light with the sub buttons. Oh wow. Oh. I'm going to die 1,000 times, I think, before I get to the end of this game. I can't believe I can't get this far into the game and I'm already kind of stuck. Ah! Oh yeah, I'm just trying. I'm thinking too much, aren't I? Oh dear. Oh. Ah, see, you can't do that. You probably need to press the button again. I think I need to go all the way over. Right, here we go, all the way up. Way! Fantastic. What way do we go now? I think I'll go this way. That doesn't look good going the other way. Wow, this is really addictive stuff. I really enjoy this. How nice are the graphics though? They are really cool. Again, this is another NES title. Oh, I should have probably went up there, shouldn't I? Ah, I've missed the opportunity. What happens now? I die. Let's try that bit again. I think I need to make the most of that when I'm actually going up. Go left, yay, that's it. Whoa, we've got a new graphical style, I'm dead. I love it, this is really, really cool. Oh, guess I can't go in here, can I? Well, that's interesting. Ah, very clever. Oh. I love this game, this is really good, wow. Oh, I'm going to die a lot, but wow, it's still genius, isn't it? Absolute genius. Yeah, it's very much that style of Flea frustration, but it's so good that you want to keep playing. Wow. Oh! Oh wow, we are in for a treat. This is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I know the cart's obviously more about micro mages, but there's a few other games on here that are absolutely brilliant. And this is what it's all about, these brand new retro style games that are obviously only a few years old. Some of them are less than that probably, but oh wow, absolutely fantastic. Really impressed. I love it, I really love it. Oh, we've got a pipe we can get sucked up. Ooh. How cool is that? Absolutely fantastic. Oh, I choose where I can go. Oh wow, absolutely fantastic. Well, this is really, really clever. I've no idea where I'm going, what I'm doing. I'm just going to oh dear. So I'm actually controlling it well. I obviously can choose which direction I can go, which is to a dead end most likely. Love it, absolutely brilliant. Oh yeah, I accidentally got to. Don't know what that means. No limits. Ah, what does that mean? I do not know. Does that give me extra power of some sort? Ah, who knows? Let me see. Ah, looking. Oh yeah. Anyway, I think we'll leave it at that, guys. You can see, absolutely brilliant. Really, really good. I'm very impressed with this. Okay, the last game, or the second last game we're going to play is one of the additional games that they were calling as a demo, but apparently this is really a pretty much a full game that we've got, even though it's sort of titled a demo. Apparently it's always been called a demo. It's never really transcended into anything other than what you see here. So let's get to the title screen. So it's called Super Bat Puncher Demo, but apparently, as I say, it's definitely a full game pretty much that we've got here. So you see you're this little character you can punch with this crazy extended boxing glove thing. And again, this is another NES game. It's a little bit different to the other games on the cart, that's for sure. So we're getting helped with a little bird. Pretty simple so far, there's nothing really much to it. So obviously kind of getting you a training section. I guess why it's maybe titled a kind of demo, it's merely just a demo of what the Morphcat games were sort of trying to do at the time of this game. Experimenting almost with the sort of NES maker that they had. Oh, don't die. Ooh, pick him up, don't know what that is, a little coin. So you see a lot of the levels are quite barren. There's not really a lot sort of in the levels at all. But it's quite fun to play. I've no idea what's going on with the story, so please don't ask. Does anyone really pay attention to stories? Usually just roll my eyes when you see this crazy intro in some of the modern games, think, oh, here we go, what does this mean? Let me play the game. Okay, a little bit more variety with the style in the levels. Got some power on that punch, which is brilliant, I love it. It's not a double jump, it's just one single jump. But you can obviously press the sort of button as much as you like for the punching. Quite cool. Not amazing, I don't think it's an amazing game. I guess why it's kind of said it's a demo, but it's actually really, it's alright, it's certainly playable. I wonder if it gets more in depth as you actually play on. Ooh. If you like your platformers, then you'll probably enjoy this. Definitely love a platformer game. Oh, we got loads of coins. Okay, I've got no much choice here. I need to go down. I think I'm probably a little bit overpowered here with the sort of punching aspect of it. Bats don't have a chance here. There's not really a lot happening in the levels. See, there's a lot of sort of spaces. Nothing really happening. Not sure really where I'm going, to be honest. I'm a little bit lost. Anyway guys, I think but it's not bad, it ain't bad at all. Probably not my favourite game on the cart, but it's actually playable. Pretty good fun. without being amazing. Only got one hit left. Oh. Beware of drippy slimes. Oh, we're getting something new. Whoa. That's nice. Oh, you can use them to bounce up. That's cool. Wonder if we can do something with that. Nope. Nothing. Ah, I think I'm going to die any minute now. This is actually, yeah, pretty cool. Definitely enjoying this now. Got a little bit more depth to it as we go through the level. Yeah, this is actually alright the more you get into it. See, I'm not sure if this is my favourite game, but I think maybe the more you sort of play it, the more in depth it gets, the more enjoyable perhaps it will become. And I've just died. Oh dear. Anyway guys, we'll finish that and we'll move on to the Micro Mages bonus levels. Okay, finally we have Micro Mages the Second Quest, which is an unreleased second game, so to speak. So this is more or less like Micro Mages 2 or Micro Mages the Lost Levels, so to speak. It's unreleased, so this will be an exclusive physical release for the Evercade, which I don't know, might be something of a first, which is a really big deal I think for Blaze to actually get something like this. So if you have a look for this, you will not find this anywhere else. It's going to be an exclusive, and you will only get it on Evercade, at least on a short-term basis, which is absolutely fantastic. It's a great little game, and sort of we're basically getting more of it, and I think this is probably where the value in this cart will be coming from, is getting this additional content that's not available anywhere else, and it's in a physical form, which is absolutely fantastic. It's a great little game, Micro Mages, and I think it's definitely one of these games that's probably going to be a lot of fun playing on the VS as a multiplayer 2, 3, 4 player game, and I think it could potentially be the best multiplayer game that we'll have available on the VS. It's a very good thing, it's absolutely brilliant. I'm very impressed. Well done Blaze, absolutely brilliant. Okay guys, a little bit more about Morphcat Games. They are only a small company. They're, if you look at the sort of blurb at the bottom, they're a two-man team bouncing around Berlin, Germany, and dedicated to bring new games to the NES. So they're all NES games that we've been playing. There's obviously two guys, one does the programming sound, while the other one does the graphics and the levels. And they basically spend their spare time playing these games. Now you can actually play these games and download them if you want to play in an emulator, for example. Super Bat Puncher, which they're calling a demo, which is from 2011, but it's really more or less a full game. They've just always called it a demo, but it's more or less a full game. I guess this is one of the first games that they created, which is probably them still experimenting with the sort of NES maker or whatever way you use to make these games. They also had obviously Bobble and the other game Super Girls, which is really cool. You can get all these games on itch.io, or you can download from their own site and play them on ROMs for absolutely free. Now this is one of the things that comes into it about the price value of this cart, and on the face of it probably doesn't seem that good, because Micro Mages is the only game on here that is actually one that you would actually have to pay for. So if you click on the buy now, you can actually buy the sort of ROM version. If you sort of click on to itch.io, you can get the ROM version for $9.99. But if you want to buy physical, if you sort of jump back, you want the physical version of the cartridge, which is obviously what Evercade are all about. You can see here that it's going to cost you €45. So if you want to base it on that, the value of the Evercade cart is exceptional. However, if you just want ROMs, and it might not look quite as good. However, you have to bear in mind that the additional levels that we're getting, which is more or less like hidden levels, Micro Mages 2 for example, it's not available yet. It's going to be an exclusive for Evercade. So that's a bonus, and I think if you sort of tie that up, it's probably a pretty good package that they've got. Interestingly, that they probably didn't lump this onto another Indie Heroes cart, for example. I think the value of Micro Mages on its own, probably they realised they could probably get away with having just a cart of Morphcat games on their own. which is fair enough. I think it's probably justified. They are all extremely good games. Okay guys, that's our look at Morphcat Games Collection 1, and overall I'm really impressed. I really enjoyed the games on this cart. All of them are really good, really playable. I think they're going to be brilliant. A mix on the handheld and the VS. Micromages is fantastic, but I actually probably prefer some of the other games, funny enough. But this is a great value cart. I would highly recommend it if you love your platformers. You're really going to enjoy that. You love your indie hero games. You're going to absolutely love this. It's really good. And this is what I want to see on future carts. So it's going to be available for pre-order end of March and for sale at the end of May. Can't wait. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Catch you again next time. Bye for now.